What up, everyone? Welcome back to Blade Bias. We're digging into the case yet again today for another custom reblade. You've already seen this. Ty has already covered it. Assuming the release schedule has gone to plan, this is the live Mako. Now, this is a bit more interesting because this isn't so much like a knife like the Arctic was. The Arctic had like an edge to it. This kind of doesn't, but I mean, hey, does it cut stuff? Yeah, it still cuts stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So this is gonna serve as like kind of a double purpose because this is gonna be my first real time spent with the Mako V4. Also, it's got some pretty aggressive slap. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, that's slapping in there a little bit. Maybe I should be a little careful while flipping this thing. But this is a live reblade. Again, I don't know who did this one. I'll probably put it in the description once I find out. But it's a live reblade of the Mako. Put a slab of metal where the shark is supposed to go, and there you go. You're off to the races. And it flips pretty well. It's very similar to the Arctic. It's got a slight handle bias, but it still flows pretty well, actually, all things considered. And it's a pretty competent flipper. I like the reblade. The look of it, I'm not too hot on. I really prefer when balisongs have a specific edge. You can see here there's a clear point when the edge begins to come down into the point, whereas here it's more of like a flat rounded part. Not a huge fan of that, but again, it's a custom thing. I'm not really here to review it. I'm just kind of here to showcase it and show it off. And to showcase it and show it off is a pretty cool thing. This is actually also my first time seeing Squid's pink in person. It's a really nice pink. I like it a lot, actually. And these handles feel okay. There's a big push of people who don't really like the blade bias. Holy cow. This is what happens when you record 5 blade biases in a row instead of the normal 2 or 3. The bead blast, double B's, so you can assume or you can kind of understand why I made that mistake. The bead blast is something that a lot of people don't like on the cheaper squid balisongs like the Triton and the Mako, and I can certainly see why. It feels almost nasty. I don't know. I don't really like the feel of it. I mentioned in my Squiddy A review that the Squiddy A has like a weird sound and feeling whenever you like fan it and rub against it. This is exactly the same, but it's a more metallic sound rather than a plastic sound. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's almost like a ringy metal sound, and it just kind of feels weird. Ooh. We can actually get a sound test on this one, unlike the Arctic. Okay. So yeah, the bead blast is fine. It's not the best. It almost feels like G10 to me. It feels a little chalky and weird. So that's interesting. But the grip is okay, I guess. People say the Mako has no grip. I beg to differ. It's got a little bit of grip. It's nothing crazy, mind you. Like, you're not gonna be doing any too crazy like ladders or anything like that, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's not the best. It's not the worst. So yeah, this thing, I don't really think there's too much I can say about this thing that Ty hasn't already said. I just figured I would use it as my reaction to the 3 or 4.5 Mako handles, which I've never tried before. They're pretty cool. Maybe I'll buy a Mako one day. Maybe I won't. Leaning towards maybe I won't, because the bead blast is really kind of ruining this for me. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I don't know. The live blade's cool though. Flips really well. I think this is also for sale. I'm unsure if it's sold or not yet. I think this one might still be for sale. Maybe not by the time you watch this, but... So if this is your future knife, don't do a parabolic with it. I'm just kidding. It can parabolic just fine. But don't or enjoy it. What am I saying? Don't. What do you mean? No, enjoy it. This is a pretty cool little live reblade. So yeah, I'll let you guys go. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Later.